Welcome back. Unlike the first one, broiler now has data because we capture a large number of time. Now batch 1, in the beginning you can see that their opening balance is 0. This is because as at the time we set, which is January 1st, there is no fowl or there is no broiler on ground, so the opening balance will definitely be 0. So between that date and 22nd, we had this mortality. For batch 1, the same thing. For batch 2, the same thing. For batch 3, these values are not correct. It's just a random value that I imputed into the system for the purpose of this training. So unaccounted for, we can see here 39, here 19, here 19. Closing balance is this. These are unaccounted for. I'm going to quickly I'm going to explain it especially in another video, because it might be a little bit technical. So percentage mortality here will come here, but because the value is not correct is why we are having blank. Now feed conversion ratio will come here to tell us how much are we performing. Now for the feed part, here as at the 22nd of March, this is the egg balance, this is the broiler finisher that we have on ground, broiler starter we have on ground, broiler starter remaining in store, and this is their value in kg. Layer match we have in store is 45 bags, and this is the value for 45 bags. So there's a note down here: cracked egg produced outside pen house is not included in the crack recorded above. Yes, this crack we have here only accounts for this crack we have here, egg crack, only accounts for crack that are produced in the pen house and not crack that are produced outside the pen house. So the value for crack egg here, this is it here. This one I'm referring to, this crack egg produced, because this egg, we are talking about the production, not movement or vehicle. It is what we produce we are recording here. It is after production that the other crack happens. That is maybe crack from movement or crack from delivery. Those ones happened after production, so it is not captured under produced crack. That is that about reporting for layers and broiler. Now let us quickly generate report for slaughter, just like we did for layers. Let's batch. Now you can select each batch to print. You can print by batch or print by date. Now if we select by batch, let me print this plumage batch for example, you can see that immediately I select it, the date is blank. So if I say print, it will print this batch only. Let's quickly check that. Yes, now slaughter report is already here. So now we can say from to is blank because it is not using date to print, it is using batch ID to print. So now for that batch, process quantity is 549, live weight is this, average weight is this, dressed weight is this, production efficiency is this, and these are all the products that was produced. Lapse This is the quantity in bag, quantity in kg, and the bag average. So now there is a note here too telling us that byproducts are not used to calculate production efficiency. Yes. So let's close this and let us go and generate report by date. Before I generate report by date, let us just look at the slaughter so we can select the proper date. So let us go to date between September. Okay, I think we have September here. So let us generate report for September 2021. So now we are going to generate from 1st 10 2021 to 30th 10 2021. So we say print. Now because we already have an existing file, it will tell us do we want to overwrite it. If we say yes, it will overwrite it, but if we say no, it will tell us to give it another name. So let us just name it 2, slaughter report 2. So now it has produced slaughter report 2. Let us open it and see how it's being done, how it was done. So now we can see that this one is from Friday, October 1, 2021 to Saturday, October 30, 2021. Because it is not queried with batch, there is no batch ID, but it tells us when we print it. So the total quantity between these dates, this is the total quantity. Total live weight, average weight, total dress weight, production efficiency for that month, and the same thing like the individual batch. How many laps did we produce in bags? That's 1093.7 bags. Cut 4 in bags, fillet in bags, and so on. So this is the reporting format for slaughter. In the next video, I'm going to be explaining the settings. What are those things we can do in settings? What are the sensitive parts? What are the unsensitive parts? Thank you very much.